call me.
I'm not offended.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Down at the bottom. Right hand side. Oh my goodness. Bottom right hand side. On the bar, yeah. There. Audio. Go down.
Down where?
Sorry, 1 second.
This fucking guy. I'm gonna cancel this recording.
No, man. No, man.
This guy had a whole fucking hour to get this shit
Dude,
going.
I legit have been ready. You just can't pull that wire, and if it comes off, you know that's the issue. So you just gotta like fuck with it.
Sorry, you got me on here with these janky ass fucking headphones.
Well, sorry, man.
This dude
A
only worries
computer
about the
is
people in front of the camera.
A computer's a little fucking expensive. Sorry.
Funeral's expensive too, bro.
Jesus. That's why I'm
Your
just like
life.
this. I'm just like this because I'm fucking catching bodies. What up? Here we are.
I just wanted to call my friends, man. Okay?
Yeah, I want to
Is
hear
that what it
this.
was?
I want to hear this.
This guy's
Were
like,
you
why are
cranky
you always
today?
calling me? Why are you always calling here, man?
No.
And then he hung up on
No.
me.
That's not. They don't even fucking say that 'cause that's not what happened. First of all, he calls. We're trying to take some dude's ring off. So Sivy is like lubing this dude's finger up to get the ring off. And then this guy calls. He's like, "Ooh, yeah, lube him up, lube him up." And
All I said was lube him up.
I'm like, "Why are you calling us? You getting a fucking boner right now because you're watching some guy get lubed up?"
That's not what I was doing.
But then,
I just
so
thought
as
it
soon as
was
I said
funny.
that, you were just like,
No, and then you hung
no
up on
comment,
me.
and then hung up the
on
phone.
me.
So I'm like,
This guy
all
hung
right.
up on me.
Absolutely.
Unbelievable.
And I said that to you because you don't send people these messages. So when you sent me that, I was like, why are you sending this to me? Not in an offensive way, but like, why are you the one sending me this information about doing this OH&S bullshit?
You know,
Oh,
You know,
this bull-
Dennis-
So don't come at
no,
me
but you
with that
know
be like,
what?
well, I thought I explained myself. It's
no,
like, well,
Dennis
what?
made a good point when he said, "It's people people are hard asses when it comes to like trying to like make people better and like do like anything." And I was like, "You're right, man." I was like, "You are." I was like, "Man, can't catch a break." I was like, I'm just trying to help people out, notify people.
Okay, well then here's how it should have come across.
Provided a safe environment.
You should have been like, hey, dude, just so you know, I'm doing this today, and I'm looking into this, and the bosses are asking me, and I noticed that you haven't done blank, blank, and blank.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm letting you know.
Not only that, you clacked off like
Yeah, like you
12
just
fucking memes and
yeah.
Instagram posts.
Is our group chat is the production boys? Is this a meme chat or is it a chat for us to put things in that we want to
actually
talk
do
about
real
in the
work?
show?
Okay, but I was
Because that's the way I look at it.
It's where we gotta go to learn that we actually
Okay.
have to do
Because
OH&S work.
we're already in a group chat where we share memes.
okay. That was more of a joke that I was
'em.
leaning into
Get 'em.
because it was like a gag. Because
What's a gag?
I thought I was going to be doing it for an hour with 10 people.
Okay,
So,
first of all, which one were you talking about? Are you talking about the OH&S stuff, or are you talking about the group chat?
I'm talking about both.
Okay, again,
'Cause I
see, you're
sent
not
it-
clarifying.
Yes. So because I'm talking about the OH&S stuff, and
Okay.
I'm also talking about the group chat.
Okay.
Because I sent that in the group chat.
I see, again, here, I'm going to explain one thing real quick before I'm not trying to cut you off.
No.
I can't check my phone as much anymore at work because I'm in A&D.
Right.
So I don't check my phone as much.
Yeah.
So I noticed that you put that in the group chat after. When I was on break, I noticed that.
Yeah.
But it's like, why are you putting it in the group chat if it's work related?
I don't know.
Anyways,
Don't come
back
in
to
with that
go ahead.
bullshit.
Go with what
I
you said.
honestly, no, there was no like intention. I it was just off the cuff.
Again, for which one?
Not the OH&S. The OH&S, I was just told to do it.
Okay.
And I was just explaining to Mark, I was like, yo, the only reason I did it and said yes and just did it was because it was like, hopefully I just earn some good credits with the bosses so it's like you can get off my ass.
Why were they on your ass?
Yeah.
It just doesn't matter. It's just because like
Well, if it doesn't matter, then why are you so
because
worried
the
Why are
thing
you
is-
doing it?
Because the thing is, based on who I am and my attitude, I get picked on.
Nobody fucking
But
picks on
what
me.
are you
I get
talking-
picked on. I get bullied. So
I get bullied too. You happy?
right.
We all get bullied.
But here's the thing. So it's like, yo, if I do this for you, you can get people off my back. You can create the
You know where we work,
Wingardium Leviosa.
No,
You know-
that's
Boom,
not,
you
that's
know-
not,
you know
that's
where
not
we
gonna
work
get
though,
people
right?
off your
No,
back.
but it's not like I want to I just want to come into work, do my thing, and get out. But every time the bosses come to our area, it's like I
Never.
honestly feel like a dancing monkey.
So say
where
no.
they come and they
Or
go, no,
just
this,
do what I've done for the last 10 years and don't do shit.
Yeah.
no. This is what they do though. They go, "Where's McDougal?" Like it's like I'm being taunted. It's
Oh,
like, dude, do you
You're
want...
thinking too much about yourself right
Yeah.
now.
No.
yeah.
And it's not like I'm having, because I'll be sitting back on the computer or just out hanging around, and it'd be like, "Oh, what are you up to, McDougal? Oh, how you doing? How's this? How's that?" And you're like, dude, you don't ask anybody anything. Like, I don't want to, do I say, I don't want to be your friend? Like, I
So
ain't trying
say
to...
no.
But then I feel like it's like, okay, well, we were already borderline wanting to like fuck with you, Annie. We just want to fucking, we're so annoyed with you that we just want to fucking strangle you.
So say no.
Or
It's really easy.
you gotta
Oh,
take
man.
a page out of Physics book and just be like the ultimate gray man. Like you don't interact with anybody. You
Yeah.
don't go out of your way. You just sit on your
Talk to-
wherever you work. You just sit there. And you show up every day.
Yeah.
And
Physics-
people
and
forget
it's like,
about it.
and this is the thing though. It's like, this is where it gets fucked up. It's like, in my mind, I'm like, dude, yeah, 100%. But I'm like, dude, just to like, sometimes I come to work and I'm like, dude, I feel like I'm being watched. Like knowing like, oh, if I just do anything, man, if I'm like sitting here and like,
I feel this, but you're putting the anxiety and the pressure on yourself for no fucking reason. You realize that,
But
right?
at the same time,
This is not also in the chat, right? This is not gonna be part of the episode, is this?
dude, we're recording.
No,
I know
bro,
we are. We're gonna be cutting all this stuff out.
Well,
We're
we're
8
gonna
minutes
cut
in.
out the names.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
we
gonna
can
cut
do
out
and
the
bleep
names.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever. We're cutting out the names.
Post
But
production.
like the more
I thought we were gonna start over and be like, "Hey, good afternoon,
this is how we
everybody."
give you the raw.
But we didn't
No,
even.
this
Yeah,
is-
you know what? Whatever, dog. I don't fucking.
okay.
I'm
It's
just
fine.
You know.
We're not even in the, when like a bacteria like separates. We're not even in the point of like compound. Like we're like just like a little succubus
Compound?
right now.
You are really high right now.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
Freaked off his ass.
No, but how you feeling? When are you leaving?
Tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning.
When are you coming back?
Thursday
Tomorrow morning.
night. Yeah. Tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah. Red eye.
What are you doing?
Going to check out Toronto. See some.
What kind would you like?
T-Dot. What else are you doing?
Gonna go see some Jays games, baby.
Yeah.
Here,
I'll send you
want
some
this
bids.
one lager.
You
the
get some
lager,
money from
the
Vladdy or what?
Pardon?
Pills.
You gonna get some money from Vladdy?
Yeah, I should ask him. Fucking $500 million.
Tell him to buy my house.
Which is, I think, is absolutely absurd. I mean, great for him that he's gonna be a Blue Jay for life, I guess. But like what we were talking about before about Sato, Juan Sato's deal.
Juan Soto.
Soto, thank you. His deal, where the amount of money he's getting, like we were talking about it yesterday, and it's an astronomical, stupid amount of money. He's making like $32 million a year.
Yeah, but this isn't like, this isn't like the $1 billion. Like, wasn't there a huge one like 700 million?
Look at this.
Yeah, but
Annual
this is
payroll.
Vladdy's is $500 million for 14 years.
40 mil, 39, 38,
14,
37,
short
37,
teen,
37,
tort
35.
teen, Lakers in 5.
$500 million, but no, I don't think anyone's worth.
Play baseball.
$500 million.
This guy's
That's
got
fucking
contract.
insane.
Half a
coming in.
billion, 7 million, 20 trillion, Lakers in 5.
I don't
think
see
they're
the
gonna-
Lakers really losing. You know,
Really?
those just, you got Vladdy or fucking.
You know,
Jays
you got
or the
Vladdy
Lakers?
in there
Yeah.
on the
They're up
Lakers.
3-0 right now.
I don't know, but
Bro, I think though with Doncic now, but
Baltimore.
yeah, with Doncic, it's just like it's stupid. The amount of things that the depth and the talent that these guys have. Even though I don't watch basketball, I don't really see a way that the Lakers can really fall apart here.
but
I
without
think
using
they're beatable.
without using
They're
And I'm a
beatable,
Lakers
sure.
fan.
without using like I don't know new generation terms, like it is like a huge glazing where like there's just so much coverage on the same stuff where you're like, man, I get it, that's where the money's at, but like at some point there has to be a balance for the consumer where it's like, you gotta, we're wearing ourselves. I think this is like the same thing when Golden State won a ton of times.
Yep.
Right? But it's just in a different way because it's not like they're on a run of titles. You know? So it doesn't.
Yeah,
My
but they got,
argument
like,
makes sense, but it doesn't
the
really make
face
sense.
of the league and a generational talent on the same team. So.
Yeah.
But when you think about it, it's like, is that really
Think
like
about it.
ethical to like do that when it's like on the back of like a shady.
Well, I mean,
You know what I mean?
These things happen, though, right? I mean, shady deals happen all the time.
Why didn't David Stern allow the Chris Paul trade?
Right. And it's like,
I was so sad about that.
Was this something that should have been like vetoed by Adam Silver? That's what I think. I think he should have came in and been like, yo, no.
This is crazy.
Yeah, this is crazy.
We've never
man.
experienced anything like this
Yeah.
in our league history.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean? Like
In that sense, yes.
the
That's
fact of like it was so shaking. It's like this like how much did he have a say on it? And at any point was he like, man, I don't think this.
Yeah, like this is an all-star game type of lineup you're gonna see. You know what I mean?
It's like,
It's not. It's like throwing McDavid and Crosby together, or like Crosby and Ovechkin together for a year. It's like this is just stupid. Like, don't get me wrong, it's gonna sell tickets, but this
Crosby
is
and
this is
McDavid.
yeah,
stupid.
it's crazy.
You know?
And it's not what's crazy too is like, well, now look at the Mavericks now. Like they're bottomed out.
Yeah.
They're injured all the time. They can't catch a break. Like they're going nowhere. And then you look at the Lakers. It's like, well, they went from what 8th or 9th place all the way up to like 3rd.
I think Luka missed his like first 6 or 7 games.
Right.
Something
But then
like
he
that.
came in and he dropped like 40, 50, 40, 40.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Triple-double, double-double, triple-double. And then it's like you look at Anthony Davis. It's like 4 points, 3 rebounds,
He
0
got hurt in
assists,
the
Yeah.
first game.
16 minutes, injury.
I'm hurt.
You know, it's just... And, like, so you tank the team.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, so now these guys that came to play with Luka, like Klay Thompson, who else? There's probably like 1 or 2 other players that specifically re-signed or got traded there or whatever it is to play with them. And now it's like, well, he's gone. So
They got Max Christie.
now, yeah. So now what? Do I want to leave?
Yeah,
You know?
I would want to leave. Kyrie Irving was pretty hurt.
What do you
with the
think
trade.
when DeRozan, when he went to Sacramento, then Levine went to
Levine just followed him
Sacramento?
back?
Was he like, fuck, dude?
You just can't escape.
Yeah, he's like, I just can't get out of here.
Apparently they're tight with one another. They
Yeah,
like
I'm
each
sure.
other.
Like, I'm sure it's not a bad relationship, but I just always find that interesting where it's like, oh yeah, like, I don't know. And
else
then
you wanna
Mark,
talk
you kind of like started us off with what we had
What were we
going on
talking
here, but we are talking about sports.
I got all the tabs going.
He
What
got the
else? I got
tabs.
Black Twitter, Black
Yeah.
people Twitter.
Let's go.
I got Instagram. Oh,
Yeah, you don't
What are we
need.
talking about right now?
whoa,
Whoa.
Oh.
oh, yo, hey,
Yeah,
whoa.
you can just go.
Intrusive thoughts. One. Whoa.
Hockey playoffs are about to start soon.
Hockey's about to start. Yeah.
Okay,
We
let's
got.
talk about
We're gonna have 6 out of or
Canadian teams.
4 out of the 6 Canadian teams are gonna be in the playoffs.
I think so.
Vancouver and Calgary will be out. Edmonton, Montreal should clinch. Toronto, Winnipeg, and Ottawa.
Yeah.
So that's going to be exciting.
We got
mean,
the Kings again.
As we have
It's
in
like
the
the
first
sixth
round,
straight year. Oilers and the Kings will meet up in the first round.
probably. It looks like Ottawa's going to take on Toronto. That's the only shitty part about a lot of the Canadian teams in the East. They're usually going to end up lined up
They
against
just,
each other right
knock
off the
each
hop.
other out.
So Ottawa and Toronto, I think, are going at it first round too, which is going to be kind of shitty for Ontario, but it is what it is. Them's the facts.
How much we think cheapest ticket's gonna cost?
I don't know.
In Edmonton?
Yeah.
Oh God, I didn't want to think about that.
Dude,
What, like
hold on, let me see.
300?
Cheapest? No.
I'm
maybe
thinking-
cheapest. Cheapest will probably be like over 100, easy.
Okay, what is this?
Jelly Roll was like, what, 140?
That nosebleeds.
Yeah.
But that's
Well,
not-
like
that
it was
wasn't the
only
full-
it was only
the
like
first
lower
bowl. Yeah.
and standing room.
So this will probably be. I'm guessing it'll be over 100. I'm gonna say at least 120. Probably you're looking maybe $100 for standing room, just under 100 for standing, and top row you're looking at maybe 120. That'd be my guess. I'm no statistician here, but
And
Section 234, row 6.
well, that's
For
not the top.
game round 1 home game, Rogers Place, $277.75 Canadian.
See?
Baby. And these
And that's like
probably
the
fees.
The top of the top,
Yeah, tippity top.
tippy top.
I don't think I would enjoy the game because I wouldn't enjoy being at that height.
But
I
it's,
think-
sitting
I
up
think
that
that
high
would
is not that
scare
bad.
me, man.
It's not that bad.
If I'm gonna pay that kind of money, I'd rather just go watch it in a bar.
Yes,
You know?
that
Right in front
that
of
can
the
buy
TV.
me copious amounts of drinks,
Yeah.
and I don't have to
And you don't have to worry about parking
and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yes.
Uber.
Yeah.
Uber.
But yeah, the city will probably be rocking, I'm sure. When does it start here? Like next week, I think. There's that. This is always a great time of year. You
got
have
3
basketball
games
playoffs
Yeah.
and hockey playoffs, baseball starting or getting into
20th.
full swing. So it's an exciting time for sports for sure.
Yeah, it's my favorite time.
Yeah, absolutely.
I hate the NBA during the regular season.
Yes, Ryan, please go ahead.
Yeah,
I understand.
I understand now.
Fair. All right. And we didn't get to say this last week. I'm just going to drop this real quick. Sad news last week, the passing of Val Kilmer.
Yeah.
65 years
Nice
young.
man.
Rest in peace.
Pneumonia, I believe, was the actual cause of death. I mean, when you have so many issues going on at that time, compounded like that, usually pneumonia can be the kicker, and it's a very shitty and sad situation. But yeah, it kind of sucked reading that news last week. So yeah, but great career. A lot of movies some movies I haven't seen of his that we were going through, like a list of them, and there are some that I haven't seen that apparently are great films. So those ones I'm looking forward to checking out. Can I name one of those films right now? No, I could not.
Heat.
Well, Heat's a fantastic.
The
fucking
Saint.
movie. Absolutely, The Saint as well. Yeah, we're
Top
not talking about
Gun.
those. I'm talking about some of the other movies that he was known for.
Let me pull
that you
up
haven't
his
seen,
IMDb.
like Unforgiven. Oh no, it's not Unforgiven. Tombstone.
Tombstone. I've
Tombstone.
seen Tombstone.
Fucking phenomenal fucking movie. The Doors.
Oh yeah.
There was a
I
time-
haven't watched The Doors.
So when The Doors came out, they were saying that they couldn't tell the difference between him and Jim Morrison when they were singing. That's how incredible his performance was, or that's how hard he worked on portraying Jim Morrison when it came to giving a performance. Even like I was watching a bit of The Complete Unknown, with Timothée Chalamet, where he plays what's his name?
Chalamet.
Oh yeah.
Where he plays
Why can't I think of his name?
Bob Dylan.
There we go.
He plays Bob Dylan, and even listening to him at some points when he was singing, it's very, very close comparison to the actual Bob Dylan. So if you're a big Bob Dylan fan, absolutely give it a watch. If you're into that.
I just watched Joyride 2001.
Oh, Paul Walker.
Paul Walks.
Rest in peace.
Yeah,
Also
may he
a
rest in peace.
review.
We are going through the Fast and Furious movies right now.
Ooh.
We are on.
Banger.
We did it in the order it's supposed to be done. So 1, 2, then whatever 4 is, so Fast and Furious, then Fast 5, then 6, then Tokyo Drift, then 7.
Oof.
Now we're on 8, The Fate of the Furious. It's a lot of family.
Okay, first question.
Yeah.
Do you, because this will lead me into my next one. Do you think the series fell off at a point?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, what movie did it
6.
fall off at?
Yeah. Yeah.
Even
What one
like
was
even
six?
some
When
of
they
the
turn
end
into spies, bro.
No,
Like,
but
how do you
it's-
go from boosting
Okay.
DVD players?
It's
Can you play some of the trailer to 6? I want to know what it looks like.
the
make a
end of
decision.
5 when they steal. Okay, first of all, we were talking about this the other day. 5 is no business of theirs
Yeah, the tank
whatsoever.
scene, bro. Sorry.
In 5,
Letty.
they go steal they
Okay.
go on this train and they steal these cars from
Sorry,
the train.
before you play the trailer, you
Yeah.
have to take it off the window capture or we'll get copyrighted. So, like, go to the OBS and just take it off. Take it off the thing.
Take it off.
Yeah, and then,
Now you can play it.
yeah, and then you can play the trailer.
Okay.
Letty.
In this movie, though, in 5, they go on the train to steal these cars to make a little bit of money. One guy tells the other group of dudes, he's like, I'm going to take this GTO, and I'm going to take it. And Dom tells Mia, he's like, you take this car and you wait for my call. Why? Dom has no reason to say any of that. He's just like, we just got to steal these cars and leave and we make some money. That's it. So Dom creates the whole problem for them in Fast 5. And then they end up getting $10 million each. Fine. But then the movie falls off in 6 with the whole runway scene. It's the vault. It's the vault at the end of 5, and then some of the runway in 6, and that's when everything
When's the
goes.
tank scene?
The tank
the
is in
tank.
6 as well.
Yeah. And this dude's just throwing himself across, like,
Dude, it's not even that.
multi-level
The
highways.
Rock shows up and is throwing this dude into the ceiling when he's interrogating him.
Yeah.
It's like, what's going on here,
He's
man?
ripping
Like,
fucking tables out of the wall, concrete
Well,
tables.
so that's what we're on now, is in 8, where he pulls the concrete wall out of the table and he starts using it to curl. I'm like, what's happening here? You know, don't get me wrong. We know that they're extreme. We know that they're so highly exaggerated films, but they're damn entertaining.
Yeah, they got my money.
Yeah.
I like that one quote that Luda said where he's like, hey, how long are you going to keep making these? He's like, as long as I keep getting paid.
Yeah.
Like, what do you
Yeah.
want me
No,
to do?
hey,
what do you want me to do?
Say no to money?
Yeah.
And that's the thing. It's fair when you consider it on, like, an actor's perspective and a money-making thing. You can turn the webpage thing back on. If we're not good,
Copyright.
you
If
just
you're not
can't
gonna-
use. You just can't.
What do
use
you mean?
YouTube.
You guys just kept talking.
Sorry, you just can't use
Sorry.
YouTube.
Sorry.
That's all.
I'll be quiet. You can play it now. If you
No. We don't have to. We don't have to play it. We just can't use YouTube. We can do anything else.
But a good
YouTube.
segue here into movies is they've recently just announced that there's going to be an Oscar for stunt performances, which I think is long overdue.
Yeah, 100%.
Now,
Facts.
we just can't give these awards to Tom Cruise. That's the only thing I
Or
really
Jackie
got to
Chan.
say. Or Jackie Chan, or Jason Statham, or some of these guys who really want to do all their own stunts.
Statham.
I think it's Statham.
Statham.
I'm
Like-
the beekeeper, bitch.
You know, so I mean, we were talking about that as well, and somebody was like, "Does he do his own stunts?"
He's got
And he does, because it's in Expendables 2 or 3. He drives a truck off a pier, and Terry Crews was literally scared for his life, not for his own life, for Jason Statham's life, as he was underwater for quite some time.
too long.
But he came back up, no problem. And I've seen the Transporter, the first one. I mean, I think those are some pretty sick skills that he's got. So, but I mean, I think that this film or this category for this award is long overdue, like I said, and it'll be interesting for these guys to get some recognition for the work that they do. So,
It's pretty intense to see what, like, stunt doubles and stuff do.
Yeah.
To create what the director's trying to get them to create.
To accomplish,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like getting whipped or something, and then you watch these, like, reels where people are talking about it. They all come back with, like, Whiplash. And
You look at, so I'm a big fan of Zoe Bell. She used to do some stunt work, I guess, for Lucy Lawless for Xena and stuff like that, and then was Uma Thurman's stunt double for Kill Bill. So basically, Quentin Tarantino is really got her career going. If you really want to say that, I don't want to say that, but yeah, like since then
she's worked with them a lot.
Yes, she did work with him a lot, and now she doesn't just do stunt work,
that dude's a crash out.
which is really cool. So
Quentin Tarantino's a crash out.
Why?
why?
Have you pull up the video where he like runs up on a reporter?
Oh shit!
You haven't seen this?
No.
Oh, dude. So the reporter's trying to get something, and he's like, "You want to fucking do this? You want to fucking go?" And he's trying to like grab his camera, and the dude's tripping balls. Yeah, pull it up. This guy won't. These people won't copyright us. That's fine.
Which one is it?
Just do whatever.
No, tell me which one.
It's go up. I think it's the first.
8 minutes?
No, it's not.
I'm shutting your
We
mic
got
down.
plenty of time. We got nothing but time, baby.
Yeah, I got Saga.
This isn't the one.
This is an old one.
This is
very
the
old.
one,
This is what I was
but-
talking about.
Let's see. He has such a weird. His shape, his face looks like a half moon. Like, look at it. It's like
I hear what you're saying, and I actually
Yeah.
see it.
he's reverse Jewish. He has a giant chin instead of a giant nose.
Oh my god. Okay.
You get it? Oh my goodness.
Oh, this is probably for Django then, eh?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
Boom!
Okay.
It's fucking
All
loud.
right. Let's look for the other one. I want to look for the freak out. It's on a street. He's
Shut
like
your
coming out
butt
of a.
down.
He's coming out of a coffee shop or some shit.
Latest? Yeah, I don't know, man.
I'll have to look for it.
Yeah, you just look
Usually
into that.
have these like fucking queued up.
Well,
This came out of nowhere.
Yeah, I didn't know
Okay?
we were gonna.
This
talk
was not
about
in the
this.
show
on,
notes,
man.
bro.
Come on, man.
What
Come
show
on,
notes?
man.
Where are the show notes?
Okay,
They're-
I have.
He has
busy.
them right there.
Yeah,
Are you paying
No.
All on
attention,
his
dog?
phone?
yeah. It's
This
about
guy. This
is
guy
about
over
the,
here. Your first week?
this is
Your
about
first
the
time on the...
election.
Oh, my
shit.
God. Here we go.
We're back.
And we're
Oh
back,
my
baby. And we're
God.
back.
Okay.
I know how to do my job.
This guy. First timer.
Segue.
Yeah.
I think this is actually really important, and people don't talk about it enough. It's kind of like
Mental health.
no, it's kind of trivial, but it's like, yo, we actually have to talk about some kind of politics because it's like this is the country we live in. It's important to like
There's an
have-
election coming up.
Exactly. And it's important to like understand. And so with full discretion, I created like a full AI overview of like the upcoming election. So if there's any facts, we tried to fact check it. We will fact check it as we go, but the majority of stuff.
You mean
Was.
You.
ChatGPT?
Yeah. Hell yeah. So, April 28th. Can we look up Mark Carney, actually? I want to look how he talks, because someone looked in. I put the thing on the...
They put him on blast with the Gaza Strip.
Yeah, I put that... Okay, I put a thing in on the Insiders chat, like, yo, tell us what to talk about. Nobody...
There's 2 hearts.
Yeah. What...
You
I
didn't
want to
answer
see
the
what he
question,
talks
guys.
like, because apparently he, like, stutters and he can't talk right.
No, when he got grilled on Gaza there, he, like, definitely fucking crumbled. Rose back, bro.
Thank you, Diana. I'm aware. This is why we have an auction bar.
So culty. Hey-o. The
Okay.
fuck is going on?
Patty the Batty.
Dude, that don't... I don't know. I don't know politics, so that made no fucking sense to me.
Okay,
Yeah,
so what about
yeah,
politics did you want to discuss then?
Whatever chat GPT.
You know, like, I'm confused now.
Who do you think is... I wanted to... Because I looked up, like, what their platforms are. Like, what laws they're trying to change.
Okay.
Like, what are you trying to do?
Enlighten me, because I don't follow politics. I follow politics less than you, so.
I honestly just see it on social media. This is, like, one
Well,
of the
tell me what
only
you got.
years. Okay, so for the leaders, we have Carney,
Yeah.
Pierre Polyev,
Yes, we do.
Yagmeet Singh,
Yeah, he's one of them. Good
And-
push.
Yevez Francois Blanchette.
Francois?
Francois.
Of Le
And
Bloc?
then the other people don't matter. Because it just doesn't, they're just going to be, if anything, minority government. Let's see. For the most part, I understand that Polyev is like, yo, we're for the people. We want to, like, figure out how to lower taxes and bring this, and, like, reinvesting, we don't tax you on reinvestments and this and that. And it's, I don't know. I haven't really seen anything from the liberals, which is like, I don't know what's going on. I guess
Well, he
it
dropped
might
the
be
carbon
more.
tax, so.
It's just, it might be
They
more
can do that?
my
I thought they were pushing
algorithm.
that for so long.
Well, why has gas gone down, man?
I've only seen
No, but
negative
like,
things.
I thought
so
we
I
couldn't
guess,
get rid of this.
Dude, yeah.
We couldn't axe the tax. And here
You
we
dropped the
are,
carbon tax on
scrapping
some
it.
things, and fuel is one of them. So
I
that's
know,
why gas
I
has
know.
gone down like fucking 20 cents.
You don't hear the sarcasm?
Yes, I do hear the sarcasm. I'm just stating it for the people.
Somebody sent me something like that. It was like, man, like I thought we couldn't get rid of this.
I thought we couldn't get rid of it either because it was such a big fucking deal, and they could never give us a number on how much money they've raised from this carbon tax, how much
Yeah.
money they've accumulated from this carbon tax.
What's the money
But, you
going
know,
to?
it's
but how are they
they've-
favored to win then?
the liberals.
The liberals, yeah.
Well, right now, he's
They're like,
dropped
what,
that carbon tax,
60
so that's huge.
60-something%.
I don't know what else he's trying to do, but I'm hoping that it's going to be if it's like dropping the carbon tax, that's great. Is it gonna help us in the long run? Is
Can I
you know.
fucking help you, dog? Get the fuck out of here. That's you, stupid.
Bro.
All right, here I got something.
God
for you.
damn.
This one
Yeah,
was pretty
let's hit
funny.
it. Up. No. Put it up. Put it up.
No, we don't.
Yeah,
Yes.
we were told for so long.
That they couldn't.
That they
And
couldn't.
then, well, I mean, let's first of all just say this: most politicians, I shouldn't say most, all politicians are liars. So I mean, they got to do anything they can and say everything they can to swing your vote. So they're going to say whatever is going to appease to whatever audience or whatever kind of voters they're trying to get. So I mean, in this case, if he's trying to axe certain things to get us back to where we used to be, where we're going to have less taxes and more things for the people, cheaper groceries or raises or whatever else he can do. Obviously, they're going to say whatever they can in order to get you. So that's the other thing that Paul Olivier is saying. He's first-time home buyers. It's like, what, a tax-free purchase? Is that what it is? Or he's trying to do something. I can't remember what his exact stance is.
To
but
make housing more affordable. and
making
stuff.
for affordable.
Yeah.
If you're a first-time homeowner, like there'll be less something for like it'll cost you less in the end. So I mean, obviously they're gonna keep trying to play to whatever trying to like, and that's gonna get the younger vote if you think about that, right? So obviously they're gonna do whatever they can, and this is what politicians do. It's no different, man.
Yeah, I think I'll be a little bit hurt if Paul Olivier. How do you pronounce his name? Paul Olivier.
Yeah,
Paul,
probably.
Paul, yeah.
Yeah.
If you just like your typical politician where it's like all talk, he just goes away.
But that's always what it is. It's always going to be.
like
They're going to say whatever, and then once they're in, then their entire agenda is going to change. I shouldn't say
he's
it's
about it though.
I don't think it's all going to change, but I think parts of it will change.
Do you think he's gonna? Do you think he's gonna interview with Joe Rogan?
I think he won't
It's coming
back
out
down
right
from the
now that
challenge.
there's.
I
rumors.
heard that he's supposed to.
I would like to see that, and I think that would make a huge. But if he's gonna do it, he's probably
also,
gonna.
Sure, just because you're going to go on the Joe Rogan show doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get
Dude, this
people's
guy
votes.
has like, how many? Can you look at how many followers Joe
It's
Rogan
not
has?
about followers,
Dude,
though, man.
it is. Okay,
He's got a lot of
so
reach.
First of all, people who watch Joe Rogan don't even necessarily live in Canada.
Okay, get
That's
this.
also true.
Okay,
Like-
get this. Trump says, "Oh, I had a great call with Carney. Blah 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 blah. He's a business guy. I'm a business guy." Now all of a sudden in there,
That's where the polls switched up.
Now it's like,
Okay.
boom! Now he gets this huge bump. It's like, okay,
Oh, God damn it! Come on, Mark.
are we on it?
Hello?
Oh,
What about now?
the headphones.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
back. I fixed
there.
it, man.
There we go. We're back.
Easy, man.
But just because, my point is, just because you're going to be on Rogan doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get more voters.
Oh, I think you're not thinking.
You're
I
just
think-
thinking, okay, you're thinking on a social media standpoint of people who watch Joe Rogan. Out of all the people who watch Joe Rogan, how many of them are Canadian?
Okay.
These are the things you have to think about because the Americans can't vote for us or can't vote for him.
How about this? Out of every American politician who went, out of every American politician who went on Joe Rogan, who won?
I don't know how many of them have been on
Kamala
the show.
didn't do right.
Kamala didn't do shit.
She was shook.
So
So she went on
ran
the
from
show?
grind,
No.
bro. She didn't go on.
no,
Okay.
they offered. and
Okay.
she declined.
Okay.
But the
She
thing
thought it was
is,
gonna be bad for optics.
What?
the idea
What does this
that
have to do with anything?
no, because the idea of like it's fine that you can go stand on a podium for say 30 minutes, or sit
Speak
down
about
with
what
someone.
you want to talk about,
What?
and just speak about what you want to talk about.
Okay.
Like that's one thing. But if you were to go on like a legit podcast or show where they're actually 60 minutes, whatever, it
Yeah,
is,
I get you.
then it's like, yo, like people are gonna be asking you tough questions.
People are gonna
you
they're
can't
gonna
get
ask
out
those
of
questions.
it.
Rise to the occasion,
That's
or you gotta
fair.
crumble.
I'm not saying that it's not going to be beneficial for him to go on Joe Rogan. You're going to get answers that you want. But at the same time, that's not going to truly... That might affect some of his votes. It might not affect all of his votes. That's the other thing you need to consider. Just because he's on one talk show, it's not going to make or break his platform or make or break him getting into office.
Sure. I also think that, and I
think
think
it could.
I think my thing is swayed.
Maybe I'm wrong.
I think my bias. I have a bias because I think my algorithm is like showing me more, like depending on what I like and what I share, I get a certain thing, right?
Okay.
So I'm not certain if I look at it like, oh, who's really like doing better at like the social media side of things, or like, right? Because it's like depending on what I like or what I share or whatever I do, I might get a certain
Yep, you just said that.
political opinion.
I think all that gets factored in. But
I think that
definitely
does,
feel
too.
like if you're well spoken and you know what you're talking about and you know what your voters, like you want your voters to like
To
come
hear?
and support you for, like that's-
Absolutely.
that's
I'm
a
not
huge
saying
part of
it's
it.
not going to be
And to
beneficial.
do it in the heat of the moment,
Yes.
while somebody's like grilling you.
And I think that's the bigger thing. The bigger thing is if he goes on, he's going to get the hard questions asked that he can't get out of. And I think that's going to be more important and more beneficial to the voters and the people who are going to be paying attention to Joe Rogan's podcast,
Right.
especially if you are Canadian. Because it doesn't matter for anybody else who's in the States. It doesn't. Sorry,
Yeah.
no offense.
No, they don't care.
So, and then again, it's like, how many Canadians are watching Joe Rogan? Now, I know that you are one of them. And I know that you're not the only one.
Dude, shocker,
But obviously, that is going to have a lot of influence. Now, with that being said, and after the interview is done, because I mean, I'm not one of those people who really follows Joe Rogan's podcast, so I don't watch it. I watch it here and there, depending
I'm
on
kind of
the
selective.
feedback of what I get from whoever guest goes on a show. So, that being said, if Polivier's on the show and it's a good interview, and you were to come up to me and be like, did you watch it? It was very informative. It had this, it had that. Then I'll go back and watch it. But I'm not going to hop on right away just because he's going to be on it. Like, that doesn't... Cool, whatever. But for you, for someone who loves Joe Rogan and wants to learn more about politics, this would probably be the podcast for you to watch.
Yo,
Absolutely.
hashtag Dick Rider. Yo, hashtag.
The glaze.
Hashtag. No, I think it's going to be beneficial. I don't think a lot of. I think a lot of what politicians do is they like, again, like the saying like you talk like a politician. It's like, well, that has to come from somewhere, and coming from someone that knows not anything about politics. It's just where I'm at, right?
Gotcha, yeah.
Thank you
Hashtag
for your
facts.
educated
But
Stop yelling at me.
moving on. Okay, I don't understand why you guys don't like my William Blunderfield.
I don't think we share the same.
See, this is where like I don't get
Taste and
politics.
humor.
I get like dudes drinking their own piss and like, you know
Boy,
what I mean?
boy,
Talking
a
about
freak.
talking about. Did you get the thing where it said talk about your hummus cannon and your stink portal?
No.
Dude, I laughed
Glanced
last
over
night for probably 15 minutes straight listening to this dude. Can we go to the Channel
was
5,
laughing with
please?
you? Who was laughing with you?
myself?
Yeah.
Emily looked at me like, you need help.
Yeah, that's fair.
This guy's funny to me. And then people ask like, so what do you do for real life?
Like you're
Ask
sending
who?
us,
Ask
I
that
collect
guy or
Yeah,
ask
like
you?
in the
jars of my
comments.
urine.
The comments are 10 times funnier. Like he's
Sometimes
funny.
that happens, yeah.
And no, but everyone, because he's like, they say that it's an exit only, but it's an entry, and he's talking about like ancestral, bacterial, like fungi in your stink portal, and like you're like,
I have no idea.
dude, this is
what's happening
Okay,
provocative.
what is this? Will Blunderfield?
Yeah. If you go, okay,
You
go.
want me to go to his page?
Yeah, can you just go to the
You want to give the viewers like a
Yeah, can you just go to
disclaimer?
the camera angles? Yeah,
Yeah,
this
I
guy's
will.
weird as shit, dude. This guy's like talking about sucking foreskin juices and like.
All right, here we go. Just a heads up, people.
Is he a homosexual?
I'm nuts for you.
Okay,
Let's start with that. Is he a homosexual?
no, he talks about what you can go down,
So
please.
I'm just trying to get an understanding of some of the things that he's talking about.
He talks
And
about
is he
like
gay?
no, he talks about.
Double soul shot.
I think what I'm asking is a legitimate and fair question.
Okay, can you go down, please?
Going down.
Can you just get with this guy what he wants right now?
Yeah,
I want to
what is
hear
it?
one of his things.
So is this
Lord,
him
man.
right
Yeah,
here?
click that. Click
Like
that.
this one? I'm so proud of you.
Yeah,
for doing
whatever. Now click the volume.
that. I know how to work Instagram, dog.
He's got the crease. And then spread beautiful lips. First start with the outer lips, and then into the inner lips. Just get all that beautiful bacteria into your body. Just free from the shown sexual bacteria called L. reuteri, and it literally grows your balls. Remember that?
This is what
Okay.
you watch in your free time.
Okay, go down.
Going down.
Okay, let's get one with like the most like go up, sorry, and go to his
I
reels.
agree with some of the things he said there.
He might have go to reels, see if he has any pinned. Whatever has the highest amount. He must have
3.4
some
mil?
in the mills.
Yeah, 3.4 mil right here.
Right here, click it.
Click it.
Oh, and this guy's Canadian? Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Let's try it now. Oh,
All
interesting.
right. Megamind.
If he started talking some supervillain shit, I might actually, it might be true.
You'd be
I
forced
was
to
go-
listen.
I was watching a bunch of videos and I was like, is his head getting bigger over time?
Played full blast at a social gathering. Yo. Like I giggle at it, but
Yeah,
it's
I'm
not.
not
It's not like, yo, you guys got to see this shit. Like,
Oh, I don't show
this
this
is-
people.
this is
Like
fucking
I show it to you guys because
strange.
and we're just showing it to the audience. But this
Yeah,
guy's
yeah.
Give him
The
a
audience
follow.
is
Give him
gonna
a
be
like or subscribe or for follow.
He's
you know?
Canadian.
He's a Canadian
Yeah.
dude.
That's
Maybe he should have a conversation with Pierre. You know, I think it'd be very interesting, very
Him?
entertaining.
he's
Why
like,
not?
Do you ever peel back?
How
your
many? No, but wait.
foreskin?"
How many followers does he have, Ryan? Because I mean, if
Okay,
he's got a
let's
whole
go.
ton,
Oh, yeah, let's see.
maybe
I'll go
Yeah,
back.
he don't.
if
got
it's based on that,
it is, and if he has the following, then he definitely should.
I feel
then he
he's got a
should.
cult-like
You think
following.
about it this way. At one point, what's that chick that was considered an industry plant?
55. Oh, Hawk Tua?
No,
No.
the other
Bobby
one.
Altoff.
So she got to a point where she had enough following where she could interview Mark Cuban. It's like, why the fuck would Mark Cuban want to sit down?
I heard he's dodging
And-
a lot of interviews these days.
What?
Yeah, he's
I
probably-
heard
yeah.
he's dodging a lot of interviews these
probably
days.
Oh, now, but at some point when he owned the Mavericks,
he
you
sat
just-
down with this girl.
for like probably like 30 minutes, and it's
Why?
like, why? Oh, because she was like going up, and he was like, oh, I can like attach my name to her, and like, boop.
He doesn't need to attach his name to anybody.
No, but I'm saying it was enough for
She's
him.
attaching her name to him. Yeah.
Correct. But it was one of those things, right? Like, why would he have?
Apologies.
Well, now you just need to attach your name to somebody else.
Dude, there's a lot of people. Like, there's Fight Night tonight.
Patty.
There's Fight Night tonight in Edmonton.
There's a fight night tonight here?
Yeah, downtown Edmonton.
Is it bare knuckle?
No, it's MMA.
Go fight
UFC Unified 61, I believe, or 62.
Okay.
Yeah. Tim Smith. Shout out Tim Smith.
Tim Smith.
He's in the main card.
Yep.
Not main event, but main card. Fighting Pat Carroll from Nova Scotia.
So are you going to this fight?
Are you
Are we
No,
going to this fight?
I have an interview booked with someone,
Okay.
so I'm unable to attend.
Should
But
have
it's on.
double booked.
I should have. It was one of those things where it was just booked right in the same time, and I was like, unfortunately, can't do it.
Commitments, priorities.
But I'm interviewing tonight. Sneak peek if you made it this far in the episode, where myself and Emily, because it's Emily's friend. Her name's Cheryl. She's
Cheryl.
the front woman of a heavy metal band.
Oh, sick.
Yeah. So the Valley of the Despair is what the band's name is
Valley of
called.
Despair. Never heard of them, but
Yeah.
I know some people who
Pull it
are
up.
very heavy metal rockers, and
Instagram?
Pull up the Instagram.
Maybe
Valley of
maybe they'll
Despair.
be maybe
It's
they'll be
like
checking it out.
it's like.
I feel like this isn't gonna hit
Okay,
with
yeah.
Lubin and I, but you know.
No, but I thought it was a
I
really.
support.
There's some people that.
There's some people that fuck with this.
Yeah, there are.
What do you want me to do? Hit this? Is this her?
Yeah, yeah, that's
This is
her.
right here.
Right here. Yeah, that's her.
Ooh. Sings and plays guitar.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Try to find one that's their.
Or they're singing, perhaps.
Yeah, I don't know if it will show on the.
Maybe no.
No.
If you try
Wait.
it under the reels, maybe there might be something.
Yeah.
You know what?
We missed that
was-
one.
Yeah, we missed.
I'm
I was like,
looking
wait,
for
it's
the.
not March.
I'd like to know when there's something else coming up because I would definitely go.
Check out their Instagram page.
Okay,
I will do
go
that.
to Reels and see if there's any.
Yeah, I'm going. Dog.
Sorry, man.
Get
My
off my
bad. My
ass.
bad. Oh, right there
road
with the
trip.
guitar, maybe.
Which one? Or this one?
Hey, buddy.
That's a cool shot. Oof.
That's cool.
That is pretty
cool.
sweet.
Yeah, I'm
wish I could play
excited.
guitar.
I
What's your favorite song?
there's one called "Burning on the Stake."
I'll have to check that one out.
Yeah, great song.
All right, I like it.
Yeah, it was a wicked song.
Is that the first one you heard?
Was
Was that like what was the song that you heard that? Do you remember the song that you heard that kind of was like, hey,
I
this is
saw something
this is
on
not
social media.
Okay.
And it was like a soundbite.
So the next show that they have, if they have something coming up, maybe we should go.
We should to support them
There
for
it
sure.
Did
is.
they say at the
Absolutely.
Rendezvous Pub?
Pardon?
At the Rendezvous Pub?
Yes.
They travel between here and Vancouver, I believe, and like BC surrounding areas.
I've been to the Rendezvous Pub.
Vancouver's in it's in BC.
Kodo.
So that's a plus.
Facts. So
Where's the rendezvous? Oh, we have been to the rendezvous. That's
I've been saying this.
I know, but I was trying to remember. I'm like,
out here.
when you said it before too, I'm like, I think we've been there. I don't remember, but that's where
Somewhere on the West End.
Kodo played.
That's right.
That's right.
what
Yeah, I know
Run
exactly.
the tape back, man.
Yeah.
It's an echo out here.
Sometimes you don't say things like to the people. You just kind of say things.
I fucking say things.
Yeah.
alright?
Okay, dog. Yeah.
Fucking Gangsta
But yeah,
girls
cool.
over here.
What else? What else we
Gangsta
got?
I don't know. I'm trying to go home. See
Yeah,
my
I was
kids.
like, we're about 2-3 minutes out. So what do we got to do to finish this off? People call into this hotline. I boosted.
Or text into the hotline. If you
text
don't,
into
you
the
don't
hotline.
have to
don't
worry
be all
about being
talk.
heard.
Don't just be hitting the like. We want
Yeah.
We want some
input
feedback,
too.
you
Come
know.
on.
Yeah.
Here's a question for you.
Come
Let's
on.
throw this one. I'm gonna pose one out there, and it's not my question. I stole it from somewhere. You are locked
For its wisdom.
in a house. You're here.
Yeah.
Okay. All you have, you got groceries for a week. You're by yourself. You got your PlayStation. You got your video games. You got movies. You got your TV. You got it all. But you got that like half torso rubber fuck doll. Okay.
Like from Dave.
Yeah, kind of. So it's just like, the bottom half.
Right.
How long, how many days, how many hours before you clap them cheeks?
How long? Am
You're
I
in this, you're there, you're locked up you're in isolation for a week. How long? So every day you'll be sitting there, you'll be playing vids, watching TV, and then it's just like,
Buddy, legit. Ask Emily. All week. No joke.
no, that's not the question. The question is how long before you start?
Before I start doing it.
Before you decide to say, I'm not going to manually do this. I'm going to allow this rubber silicone half torso take care of me.
Probably like 2 or 3 days. Maybe. If I was by myself the whole time, maybe 2 or 3 hours.
And the truth comes out.
Maybe. Yeah.
So this is the question.
If I was
I'm
with
putting
someone
out there.
else, 2-3 days.
So how long? This is not just for the guys. This is not just for the guys that you're in isolation for a week, and this is happening. You're a female. You're a week. You're alone for a week. Same, vice versa. Roles reversed. You got your own little fucking whatever man-made toy, whatever is there. How long before you decide to cave into these forbidden desires is the real question.
The forbidden fruit, the rubber fruit.
That's the question I pose right now to all of you. Thank you for playing along and answering.
Of course.
So yeah, that's how I want to leave it. You can either write in, or text the number, or call and leave a message, or put it on the Insiders channel. Figure something out. Just get your answer, and we'd like to hear from you. I'd love to know your opinions here.
Of course. And with that, that's episode
33,
34.
34.
34.
I forgot where we're at.
Big shit.
Instagram. Don't forget to subscribe. Give us a
Like and
like.
follow.
Give us a like wherever. It definitely helps us out. Gets us across to different viewers.
Maybe we can get a politician on the show eventually.
course.
We'll
Yeah.
have
Come
enough
on.
followers.
And don't forget to check out. I sometimes, depending on your guys' availability, we interview, or myself interview guests on Solo Spotlight, where we share people's unique opinions and their journeys and everything they have going on in their life. It kind of breaks them open, gives them a little bit of a therapy sesh. So yeah, don't forget to check that out.
Who's the name of the rock band again?
Valley of the Despair.
Valley of Despair. Don't forget to check them out as
Yeah.
well, and stay tuned for the next episode of Solo
Wait,
Spotlight.
before we wrap
Well, he'll
up.
be talking to
Yeah.
them.
Words of wisdom, man. What happened to that?
Yeah, they kind of fell off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know they did. They fell off a long time
Dude,
ago.
I got no
my
more
friend.
wisdom, man.
I'm
Used
out
up
of
in
it.
2
I'm out of wisdom.
episodes.
Fuck, it's been a hard time.
All right.
Cool.
Episode 35, we'll run it back.
See
Yeah.
you guys in a week.
We got things cooking. Thank you very much.
Peace out, y'all.
Bye.